I wish that someone had shown me before I knew any theory how to play some of these sounds and just introduced it to me as, here, try these notes. However, I learned all of these jazz concepts after I had studied music theory. And here's a way you might look at this to simplify and get the sounds under your fingers. If we take a C major scale, real simple scale fingering, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. And I'm going to take the top three notes, those three notes, and I'm going to just shift them back a fret. Here's the resulting sound. And I think just playing it that way and coming back to the note on the fourth string, that's the sound of the sharp 9 and flat 9 over the 5 chord in the key. Now we are playing a C major scale, so these are the sound of sharp 9 and flat 9 over G7. So our G7 chord is here, and this pair of notes here is our flat 9, sharp 9. I'm coming back to flat 9, and I'm resolving it down to the G. That's the root of our G7 chord. G is also the fifth of our C chord. So all I've done is I've taken the simple scale fingering and I've lowered the notes on the top string of that very simple 1 octave fingering. If we play that up an octave, move those down a fret, we can use that scale thinking very much as a tonal center approach to improvising. What key are we in? We're in C major. What scale do we play? We play a C major scale. I realize there might be a G7 chord happening. Do we need to rethink a C major scale as something other than C major? No, we do not. Whenever the D minor 7 chord happens before the G7, do we need to rethink the C major scale as something based on D minor 7? No, we don't. So I think this simplifies that particular concept. Again, if I have this chord going to this chord, to this chord, and I might have the C. I think you can hear how that line fits. The other concept that I've introduced in a recent video was using the sound of the sharp 5 over the 5 chord of the key. So once again, we're in C major. What's the sharp 5 of this 5-7 chord? It's that note. And again, my ear wants that note to resolve down. When it does, it lands on the 9th of the 1 chord. That's the root of our 1 chord. So what you can do to incorporate that sound is take your major scale once again and lower the 3rd. Now, yes, that becomes a C minor scale of sorts. Again, let's base this on the premise that we don't know anything about music theory. Now it's just a group of notes that I know and I know the sound of, and I've lowered a note. That will work very well over a G7 chord. Now I like using this note on the bottom of my group, and you'll see why in a second. Whenever I go up this scale, there's the simplest version of that scale, the first 5 notes, and on the way down, I'm going to outline outlining a 5-7 with the sharp 5. There's the root, that's the flat 7, there's the sharp 5, and there is the third of the chord. And it would resolve back to C. However, I still like the sound of that E flat, we'll call it, resolving down to D. So I might play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got a little bit of fret buzz on this guitar. It really needs some work, so I apologize for that.